Hey, baseball fans, stop everything you're doing and tell me honestly, how loyal are you to your shield? How ready are you to accept the brutal truth about Major League Baseball? The smoke hadn't yet cleared from the last disappointing play of the season, but in the corridors of Atlanta, the message from the front office, the general manager, and the new coach, Walt Weiss, is clear, crystal clear, and absolutely brutal. This is no longer the team you knew. The Atlanta Braves, in a move that could be described as a war robbery or a calculated act of desperation, initiated their coaching staff revolution and left no stone unturned. Firing coaches is never easy, but when your pitching coach, the veteran Rick Kranitz, your first base coach, Tom Goodwin, and the legendary third base coach, Freddie Gonzalez, are summarily dismissed, you know the ground has truly shaken. They were informed on Monday that they would not be returning, ending important tenures, including Kranitz's, which lasted from 2019 until last season. Why this mass guillotine? Why this urgency to sweep away the past? The answer came with the new signings, and they're a masterstroke in the middle of the National League East Division. The Atlanta Braves went to the home of their bitterest rival and stole two of the New York Mets' most valuable brains. Yes, you heard correctly, Mets. Get ready to hear the names that will define the new course of the Braves' pitching and base runs: Jeremy Hefner and Antoine Richardson. Hefner, who was the pitching coach in Flushing, Queens for the last 6 seasons, is in Atlanta. And this is the detail that caught everyone's attention. During his tenure, the Mets pitching corps had the 6th best ERA in the National League, allowed the 4th lowest number of hits, and recorded the 5th highest number of strikeouts. The guy is a fastball and slider guru, and now he'll be wearing the Braves uniform. And along with him, Antoine Richardson, who spent 2 seasons with the Mets, as first base coach and base running instructor, is on his way. And the statistic justifying this hiring is explosive. Under Richardson's command, the Mets runners led the league in stolen base percentage with an incredible 89.1%. Now think about it. Hefner on the mound, Richardson on first base, looking at Ronald ACUñA Jr., Michael Harris II, Ozzie Albies. What can these new brains coming from a bitter rival inject into a roster that is pure dynamite, but which failed at the crucial moment? This move is the clearest declaration that the status quo is dead. The Braves are desperate for a title. They are betting everything, and there is still a fundamental position open, the missing piece to complete the puzzle, the bench coach position, which was held by Weiss before his promotion. No one has been named yet. Buckle up, because this is the paradigm shift that will define Atlanta's future. And the off-season is heating up. This is just the tip of the iceberg of the changes to come. The shakeup is real, and urgency dominates the narrative in Atlanta, a profound restructuring movement the Atlanta Braves haven't seen in years. And it's the new coach, Walt Weiss, who's writing the check. The disappointing season, which left a bitter taste in the mouths of a fan base accustomed to immediate success, demanded more than mere cosmetic adjustments. It required radical surgery, and the first 2 major cuts came directly from Queens, New York. The Braves not only looked to the New York Mets, a divisional rival, but also poached key talent in a clear sign that results speak louder than rivalry. The arrival of Jeremy Hefner as the new pitching coach and Antoine Richardson as first base coach is the first indelible mark of the Weiss era, and a statement of intent about where the club is aiming for excellence in 2026. Hefner, who spent the last 6 seasons at Flushing, is the centerpiece of this new vision. The numbers don't lie, which is why the Braves pursued him so aggressively. The Mets pitching corps, under his tutelage, achieved the 6th best ERA in the National League, a solid performance often overshadowed by the organization's overall drama and instability. Even more impressively, his pitchers allowed the 4th lowest number of hits and recorded the 5th highest number of strikeouts in the National League during that period. These aren't indicators of luck, but rather of an effective methodology and talent development that maximizes potential. Hefner's reputation as a pitching coach is unquestionable and highly respected throughout the league, and this bodes well for the Braves' elite rotation. The mission now is clear. Take raw talent like Spencer Strider and complement his dominance with consistency and depth for the rest of the pitching core, especially those occupying the 3 through 5 positions in the rotation and the bullpen. The expectation is that Hefner will be able to get the best out of veteran pitchers while simultaneously guiding the rise of promising young players, injecting an elite mentality and durability that was lacking in crucial moments last season. Alongside their pursuit of excellence on the mound, the Braves made a masterful tactical move on the field. The signing of Antoine Richardson is a direct investment in the aggressiveness and intelligence of the base run. Richardson, a former first base coach, outfield coordinator, and base running instructor for the Mets, brings with him a statistic that is music to the ears of any modern front office. During his tenure, the Mets runners led Major League Baseball in stolen base percentage, with an impressive 89.1%. This isn't just speed, it's efficiency, it's intelligent decision-making, and it's avoiding wasted opportunities. In a roster already packed with high-level runners, including MVP Ronald Acuña Jr., Jurickson Profar, Michael Harris II, and Ozzie Albies, the potential for Richardson to unlock a whole new dimension in the offense is stratospheric. The modern base run is a fundamental tactical weapon capable of destabilizing defenses and turning singles into runs. Richardson has the pedigree to transform the Braves from a group of fast runners into a relentless base-pressing machine. It's a change that signals a return to the aggression and pursuit of small advantages that define playoff success. What makes these moves even more seismic is the context of who is leaving. The decision to inform pitching coach Rick Kranitz, first base coach Tom Goodwin, and notably third base coach Freddie Gonzalez that they will not be returning is an announcement that the purge is complete. Kranitz, a respected veteran with a long and successful history in MLB, leaving after 5 seasons, and Gonzalez, a former Braves manager and a familiar figure being released, sends an unequivocal message. The coaching culture and philosophy of the past were deemed insufficient. The end of the old guard confirms that last season's disappointment was seen by the organization as a failure of structure and training, not just execution. However, the restructuring is not complete. While Tim Hires appears to retain his position as batting coach, ensuring some stability in the offense, there is still a crucial piece missing from Weiss's puzzle: the bench coach. This position is critically important, as the bench coach is the head coach's tactical right-hand man, a confidant, and often the strategic brains. During the game, Weiss held this vital role for 8 seasons before his promotion, which heightens the importance of whoever succeeds him. The appointment of this individual will be the next major indicator of the team's strategic direction. The expectation is that the remaining announcements, including the bench coach appointment, will take no more than a few weeks, but the pressure to get this hiring right is immense, as it will solidify the foundation of the new coaching staff and the management style that the Weiss era will employ. The season of change began with a bang, and the Braves are willing to do whatever it takes to get back to the top. The core of this move by the Atlanta Braves lies in their philosophy. It's not just about replacing players, but a strategic re-engineering, a paradigm shift that Walt Weiss and the front office are seeking to implement after the disappointment of the last postseason. What we see here is not a simple behind-the-scenes realignment, but a clear act of tactical aggression by poaching 2 big names directly from their division rival, the New York Mets. Hiring Jeremy Hefner as pitching coach is perhaps the most crucial piece on this chessboard. The departure of Rick Kranitz, a respected veteran who held the position from 2019 until last year, marks the end of an era. Kranitz delivered good results, but the move suggests the Braves were looking for a voice more aligned with modern metrics, the analysis that dominates elite baseball. Hefner, in his 6 seasons in Flushing, Queens with the Mets, demonstrated this ability. Under his tutelage, the Mets' pitching core boasted the 6th best ERA in the National League, a solid 4.02. Even more impressively, They allowed the fourth fewest hits and recorded the fifth highest strikeout volume in the NL during that period. This is no accident. It's proof that Hefner knows how to extract efficiency and power. The arrival of Hefner bodes well for the Braves for several reasons. Consider the impact on established aces like Spencer Strider and Max Fried. Strider, with his extremely high-speed mechanics, is a pitcher who benefits immensely from a data-driven approach to maximize spin rate and angle of attack. Fried, with his accuracy and focus on ground ball, requires a coach who can help him maintain consistency and develop variations of off-speed pitches. Hefner is revered for his adaptability and for not imposing a single mold on all his pitchers. This is vital in a diverse staff like Atlanta's. The goal is not just to have pitchers who avoid runs, but who dominate the strike zone and induce as little solid contact as possible. Hefner has proven he can do this in the high-pressure environment of New York. On another front, the acquisition of Antoine Richardson as first base coach and base-running specialist points to a clear priority, restoring and elevating the aggressive game in the base runs. Tom Goodwin, who is leaving the position, was an experienced name, but the Mets runner's performance under Richardson simply speaks for itself. The Mets runners led Major League Baseball in stolen base percentage, with a stratospheric success rate of 89.1%. In a game where every base counts, especially in the playoffs, this efficiency is a game changer. The implication for the Braves roster is immediate and electrifying. The team already boasts some of the most explosive base runners in MLB. Ronald Acuña Jr. is a constant threat who redefines the concept of base stealing. Michael Harris II is pure speed and intelligence. Ozzie Albies is a driving force between the bases. Jurickson Profar, if retained, adds even more versatility. With Richardson, the expectation is that this speed will translate into even more pressure on opposing pitchers and defenses, forcing pitch-outs and errors. Aggressive base running has the power to disrupt the rhythm of a game, and with the talent the Braves possess, Richardson could be the catalyst to transform potential runs into actual runs. This double signing signals an unequivocally ambitious stance from the front office. After a season below expectations, General Manager Alex Anthopoulos isn't just filling vacancies, he's injecting the most modern and efficient training methods into the Braves' dugout. It's a pursuit of a new level of excellence, a determination not to settle for the status quo. However, the work is not finished. The coaching staff structure still has a crucial hole: the bench coach position, which was held by Weiss himself for 8 seasons before his promotion. The bench coach is the manager's right-hand man, the silent strategist who assists in game decisions and locker room dynamics. The choice for this position will be the next clear indicator of the tactical direction the Braves will take, defining the identity supporting Walt Weiss. The urgency is palpable, and the upcoming announcements, expected in the coming weeks, will be closely monitored. Throughout Major League Soccer, the board is set, the first key pieces have been positioned, and the tactical war in the Eastern Conference of the National League has just heated up. The front office is on edge, the trade window is open, and every move could be the deciding swing for next year's pennant race. The question is, will this ace or this slugger make the difference, directly impacting the Fall Classic? I need your detailed opinion. Leave your take in the comments right now. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next MLB Inside Scoop, and activate the bell for all notifications. Thanks, die-hard baseball fans.